Hi, let's talk about accessory dwelling units. There'll be a number of segments on this topic coming. I've been working on this for 2 years. I've been doing public seminars for just under 2 years, but have been out working with city officials and other professionals, builders and lenders and customers of mine on this for at least 2 years. And this series on Facebook is something that I want to help get the word out about these to more people's, more ears hearing the message about accessory dwelling units in Grants Pass and Josephine County. These are allowed, and I personally believe they'll be a major factor in helping alleviate the rental housing crunch and possibly even the housing crunch, the purchase market, which I'm a real estate broker. I own my own company, Generations Real Estate. And so I work with customers all day who are feeling the pinch with pricing of both rental and purchase. The values of both have gone up extraordinarily in the last couple of years. So how can accessory dwelling units help that? We'll get into that. The gist of accessory dwelling units is that they're income producing property. And because of their very unique nature, and even though building costs have also gone up, it's not cheap to build an accessory dwelling unit, they are still cash flowing, meaning that after you pay your mortgage obligation on a property that has an accessory dwelling unit on it, you'll still be making some money from the rent of that accessory dwelling unit every single month, and more importantly, every year. Excuse me. So let's break down over the next minute and a half to maybe 2 minutes what an accessory dwelling unit is. In Grants Pass, they're defined as 1,000 square foot additional dwelling. So you have a main home of any size, and then you build a second home on that property of any size lot in the town within city limits, up to 1,000 square feet. 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 3-bedroom, 2 bath. I've seen floor plans for both that work. You do not have to have interior parking, interior to the property. It doesn't have to be a driveway specifically designated for this ADU. You don't have to have a garage necessarily. However, speaking of garages, you can build an accessory dwelling unit over a garage. You can convert a garage into an accessory dwelling unit. Now, you can have 2 accessory dwelling units, one attached and one detached, both up to 1,000 square feet. Just going to do a quick flyby of this. There's more I could say about those. That's the city of Grants Pass. In the county, as of 9 months ago, the county now allows 900 square foot accessory dwelling units. You're going to hear me call them ADUs. They are actually called detached living spaces, DLSs. But let's refer to ADUs as all accessory dwelling types in the city or the county. You have to be so close to the home. You have to do some additional upgrades to the septic and well, potentially, in order to have this accessory dwelling unit, but up to 900 square feet, essentially very few, almost no restrictions on those. That is an accessory dwelling unit. It is not a duplex, it's not a triplex, it's not an apartment complex. It's odd, right? You'd think you have a house and an ADU, so why aren't we calling that a duplex? That's to your benefit as someone considering these, because there are more restrictions on duplexes, triplexes, multifamily complexes than there are on accessory dwelling units. And I think that's going to, also zoning. There's zoning requirements for those kinds of multifamily units and not for ADUs. So I'm going to break down primarily in the next couple sessions, get to drill down to the point where it becomes apparent what the financial benefit is to someone wanting to buy properties, install ADUs, and rent them for investment, or a homeowner who wants to live in a home and have an ADU, maybe on their current residence, or buy a new home that would then allow the building of an ADU. We're going to talk about financing. We're going to talk about builders. But again, back to that cash flow, that's the important thing. So this could be good for the community. Individual property owners building ADUs, providing rentals for people who need them, but also they are putting the profit from housing investments into the hands of individuals, not large developers or even people with great financial means. So that's enough for today. Thanks for listening, and I'll be back with more ADUs, quite a bit more ADU segments coming up soon.